With each new season, we like to clarify the title of our program, Monster of the Woods. We do not mean the Sasquatch is literally a monster, but in the context if a stranger encounters such a beast, they would likely refer to it as such, a monster. Now that you know, we mean no disrespect to the forest giants, should they be out there watching our endeavor to uncover this mystery. Thank you for joining us in this new season, 2026, of Monster of the Woods. Let's go. The rainforest, an environment we find ourselves in from time to time, and we cherish it every minute. Invigorating, fresh, breathtakingly beautiful, mysterious in the most natural way. And for some, it is the place of the Sasquatch, where in these woods, they hide, or at least keep a low profile. According to some, they see us, but we do not see them. Is this possible? We would like to see ourselves as perceptive, aware of our surroundings, but who really knows what eyes are upon the humans in the environment belonging to such creatures? Who knows? For some lucky people, sightings are not uncommon. To see a Bigfoot in these woods, although they never really show what they see, they describe it, or point at an area where they think a Bigfoot is looking at them. But the forest is mysterious, as I said, in that you can see things that appear to be a life form, but they're not. That's the trickery of the forest. Sasquatch sightings and encounters are random. They can happen anytime, day, night, in all manners of weather. And this is the case for a family from Belgium touring Vancouver Island. Up near Strathcona Park, outside Campbell River, they saw something that was life-changing. A large, hair-covered creature just standing off the road, perfectly still. They backed up the car and saw the creature walk briskly into the forest. It was definitely not a man in a suit, the father said, and the mother said it was frightening. The children? They had nothing to say, except, in their own language, it was cool. So how truthful is that? We believe something happened. Was it a person in a suit, we asked? They said absolutely not. This is nearby where they had the sighting, on Vancouver Island in 2022. Just because this environment is called Sasquatch Provincial Park does not equate to Sasquatch being everywhere here. There are a few sightings made each year, and a lot of those sightings are made by bloggers, vloggers, and people that want you to believe they had an experience. And many of the observations are made by people with an untrained eye and little information about the flora and fauna of Sasquatch Provincial Park. Having said that, there's definitely been some sightings that are intriguing, but none that really stand out in recent times, say the last 15 years. Some would argue that point, but they have little to back up that argument. We are not here to debunk. We are here to find evidence that supports the reality the Sasquatch are present in any area. What was seen here was quick and quite possibly a bear. It's very simple. Now, I could easily say the opposite. Yes, they saw a Sasquatch. But we're not into deception. We're into the facts. And it's not winning us fans, as you can notice by the numbers on this channel. Recently, a man from Alberta contacted us and said he has seen Sasquatch countless times, and these days he's in constant communication with them through telepathy. Do we take this man seriously? Should we? Of course not. In light of all the mental health issues out there in the world, there are people that will say anything to get your attention. And I do not mean to slight the individual. If he's watching this, get help. But what of a family from Germany that's rented an RV and is cruising around British Columbia taking it all in? And during the early evening, crossing the road in front of them is a large, hair-covered giant of a beast that stops, looks at them, and walks off into the deep bush. They didn't stick around to find out what it was, but their description pretty much says they saw a Sasquatch. Should we believe them? And why would they lie? 3 kids and 2 adults all saw the same thing. Interesting. A question that gets us to pondering. Where do the Sasquatch live? Some suggest they are nomads, traveling all the time. That's possible. But where would they live if they're not nomadic? We think caves. And to prove our point, a man contacted us from Alberta. Him and his wife in their RV were looking at this hillside through binoculars, hoping to see a mountain goat. Instead, they saw something entirely different. 3 figures scaling down this mountain. Now, the binoculars he had were not powerful, but he knows he was not looking at humans. He realized this when he saw how quickly they were moving. Describing them as dark, it was a cloudy day, but still he could clearly see one was smaller than the other 2, and they moved quickly near this waterfall. Sadly, his binoculars just not powerful enough to make out any detail, but his story and the way he told it showed conviction, not deception. So what did he see here? And the most interesting point I must bring up, this is outside of Yale, where many, many years ago, railroad workers claimed to capture a small Sasquatch they called Jocko. Google that. Jocko, Yale, British Columbia, the Sasquatch. This location is approximately 1 kilometer outside of Yale. On the right-hand side of the road, there's a pullout. You might want to stop there and take a good look. Carry a good telescope or binoculars. Better still, a camera with a great zoom lens. We spent 7 hours at this location, scouring the hillside, one of us spotting with binoculars, and the other with the camera at ready. We filmed, we watched, we waited. Nothing happened for us. But as usual, we are not discouraged. We are highly motivated people. Anytime you want to share with us your Sasquatch experience, and we think you're being on the level, we will definitely travel to your location at our expense. We would appreciate a plate of pancakes or a good sandwich. Anyway, I digress. This is about the environment. This is about the Sasquatch. This is about British Columbia and the mystery of such creatures, should they be out there. From the caribou to the lush valleys of Canada, into the woods. This mystery is fantastic, and we love it. Even though we've never seen a Sasquatch, possibly heard one a long while ago, the adventure continues, and we are very elated anytime, all the time, we get out into the great outdoors of British Columbia. We are so grateful you could join us, and we appreciate every one of you. Share your stories with us. Tell us your thoughts in the comments section below. We appreciate you and appreciate your time. Remember, eyes open, cameras ready, because you never know. Above all, if you're planning an adventure, please tell someone where you are going, when you will return, and carry the necessary things to help you survive in this incredible environment, which can turn on you in an instant. Take care, and thank you for watching. See you next time.